Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's Thursday. I took a little bit for a little stroll around the block because she wouldn't go to sleep. But, you know, she was grouchy. You know how they get grouchy because they don't want to fall asleep, so they fight it. That was going on. Fight. I want to say, let it go. Let it go. Go to sleep, little one. I never sang to my baby when she was a baby because I can't sing. I have to turn on those little lullabies. Tweet, tweet, tweet. It just sounds so better. If I could sing, woo! Hi, my lovely subscribers. I miss you guys. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Your comments is awesome. I'm going to try to read some of them. You guys really pulled it out in my last video. I mean, Harry has struck a chord with all of us. That's what my mom would say. They done struck a chord. They done struck a nerve. I don't like Harry. I don't. I used to like Harry. I used to respect Harry. I used to think that he was this great person. And let me tell you something. Like you guys are saying, the royal family kept this under wraps because it's almost hard to believe that Harry's in court being pissed off at someone talking about him or saying things about him in a newspaper that happened billions of years ago that he didn't bring attention to when it happened. I don't think Harry was that upset about his breakup with his relationship if, in fact, he didn't call it then. Did he not go after the press because his family told him not to? And then all of a sudden, when he meets this girl named Meghan, he decides it's the best time to do it? This is what's going on. Meghan and Harry are trying to control what people say and think about them to change the direction of their popularity. Sorry. And this court case was an attack on the press and media and everybody journalistic that has said anything about Harry and Meghan, and they wanted us to shut up. You can't have it both ways. You can't be in the royal family and be out the royal family. You can't be in California and wanting to be a royal at the same time. You can't be a global icon and not expect to be scrutinized through the media and think that there's going to be this big protection around you, Meghan, that people are not going to talk about you. But look how you have managed to destroy your reputation. But before I get that, I want to go back. You can't talk about your drug use and then tell us not to talk about it, Harry. You can't talk about things and then expect us to shut up after you say it and talk about it. So he's pissed off about the Chelsea breakup from the media. They ruined his life. But he never brought any attention to it during the time. So he just went on with his life until Meghan says, let's sue. Nope, she wanted Harry to protect her from the press. Told you that. I told you he's been trying to protect her from his family, from the country, and now from the press, from her own father. Harry didn't go meet her father. Why? Because Meghan made it very clear that he was one of the enemies. And I don't think she wanted him to go to the coronation. I think she got pissed off and upset. But he put his foot down and said, no, I'm going to represent my dad, even though Harry is off. I'm a little teed off because she's trying to control how we think and feel through the media, through her statements and so forth. Every time you open your mouth, Meghan, it will be debunked. Because you lie, you're conniving, you're manipulative. And we'll get to the presidency in a minute, because I'm tired of hearing people even mention that. She will never be a president, especially the first woman president. Is she stupid? I'll run for president before I let her. And what do that tell you? Nobody knows my name. Let's just call that the introduction. I have so much I want to say, so much I want to get out. It's just mind-boggling to see Harry sit in court and do the same thing he's been doing all since he's come out. Since he's come to the United States. When he lied and said when he realized his family was racist, it blew my mind to see Harry sit on the Oprah show next to Meghan. And if you go back and look at it, look at Harry. He's kind of like this. He's kind of sunk in, like, uh-oh, I know this is not going to go well. What woman would convince any man to get on national TV and talk about how racist their family is after 30-something years of living? Harry hasn't noticed it until she came along. And all of a sudden, he has to fight the press. Harry wasn't fighting the press before. He might have been upset with them and just didn't like them, but he wasn't going after them like he's going after them, like he told them in court. I got a lot of cases. Why is that, Harry? Because of the woman that you married? You will never be able to protect her. You will never be able to make her happy. You will never, I've said this. How is he making her happy with him being up at night, trying to make her happy, trying to fulfill this non-fulfilling woman, this narcissistic, manipulative, disgusting to me woman? Because any woman that would encourage her husband to do any of this stuff is not decent in my book. It's the truth. What real woman of influence would influence her husband to do the things that he is out there doing for her? For her. And look who's nowhere to be found. Like I said, I would think if I'm fighting on your behalf, you would need to show up. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to move on. Harry tells us at court the reason why he's in court. He says, the reason why I'm doing this is to stop the press from attacking my wife. Harry, don't you think Jill Biden would want everybody to stop attacking her husband if she could? They are brutal when it comes to Joe. Brutal. He's not whining and in the corner talking about, oh my God, they're coming after me. I don't know what to do. That's why she will never be president, because the narrative will never go her way. You have to be resilient, but I'm not even going into that. She just wants us to believe that she's perfect. There's nothing perfect about you. And every time she opens her mouth, there's no humility, there's no accountability. It's just, I'm perfect and I'm wonderful. I meet these wonderful people and I'm wonderful. I'm an influencer and I'm going to the top. No, you're going to the bottom. It's unfortunate, but that's where you are. You have your husband out there making an ass out of himself. A fool. For you, at the end of the court, this was most important to me. was that he said that he doesn't want anyone attacking his wife anymore. Because you know why? Because he's not getting any sleep. Because she's messing with him. Because she's blaming Harry. Harry, you got to do something about it. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm going to lose the baby. This is going to happen. I'm suicidal. I'm this and that. And everything's going to break down. So I need you to sue these people, go after the Mirror. You know, Piers Morgan, he's on there singing this stuff about me again, Harry. The truth. That's why it hurts. That's my title. He did all of this for Meghan. And he continues to do this for Meghan. And Harry's downfall will be for this woman. And I'm disappointed in Harry for allowing himself to be tricked up, twisted, and flipped the dude out for this woman. Get it together. I thought it was appropriate, like a movie scene. I'm gonna pause it. Now, I may be repeating myself, but it's just going to be a repeat of what I'm saying today because I want to make sure I get my point out. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. Oh my God, is Harry not in court assuming an assumption? You calling me into court, Harry, wasting my freaking time. And you want to tell me that you believe that I'm doing something because you heard that I did it before and I paid your brother and them off, and now all of a sudden I heard that wasn't even the same newspaper. They're the same people, that the company that paid his brother's brother off for his harassment that they took care of in the castle. No one was at court doing this stupid stuff and testifying. William didn't have to testify. He just got a check. And I guess Harry and Meghan want one now. But Meghan always does things for killing 2 and 3 stones at once. It's not just for one reason. It's several. Check it out. She's going after the Daily Mirror. She wants money to stop them from messing with her. She wants to make an example for the other people so they can leave her alone. And then she also wants to go after Piers Morgan and the rest of them that keep calling her out on their show. And when I find a few more other elements, the reason why she's doing this, I'll let you know. But that's what gets her in trouble. Trying to do too much. Slow down. I done said that a billion times. Slow down. You got married. Listen. Got married. Killed off 2 daddies in one. Listen. Got married. Had a baby. Look, got married, became a princess. 2 days later, had a baby. 2 days later after that, left the UK. Didn't want to be a royal anymore. Came over here to the United States. 2 days later after that, she's on Oprah Winfrey talking about the family is racist. And Harry on there looking stupid too. And then 2 days later after that, they doing other stupid stuff. A Netflix stupid show. Talking about themselves again in the most, telling them off on themselves. Then he gets in spare and just go in and just really go in. All this is happening 2 days after each other. Like, this woman is moved. Now she wants to be president. Don't call me into court assuming crap on me. You better have your facts together because I'm going to have mine. And I believe the Daily Mirror did that. And I would be pissed off if I was the Daily Mirror. If you're going to accuse me of something, you better have proof. Because because he's messing with their reputation. Okay, like the paparazzi chase. Didn't she lie on them? Who else have they lied on? Catherine, William, Jeremy. She had him all in and he's talking about he was all this stuff. You dream, making one of them people that just destroys everything. Friendships, relationships, just everything that's fun. She just destroy it. Why would I want to be her friend and hang out with her WME? She's running around desperate, trying to get friends and A-listers to be her friend. Because Serena's not our friend anymore. Where is she? Where's Oprah? Where's Tyler Perry? I believe it was Oprah or Tyler Perry that called Bethany and told her to take that post down and blackballed her out of Hollywood. Shame. You wouldn't want it done to you. This is my motto. If you don't want it done to you, then don't do it to other people. It's simple. Their assumptions gets them in trouble, and it brings attention to the people that they are assuming. Just like they assumed, Meghan assumed, she didn't assume. She knew good and well that the family wasn't racist. Because if you can pick one thing, that's digging for racism. Digging for racism is coming up with one thing to bring light to race. It should just be automatic. If you felt racism, you should have had a whole spiel of things to tell Oprah. You should have said, well, that happened. I went into the house and somebody said, is that black girl? I don't know. I don't know what would make her feel like she was discriminated against because she didn't tell us. Did she or did she not name anything else other than they had a conversation about the skin color? She wasn't even in the room. They have no evidence, they have no receipts, and I'm showing you that they don't. Because if you're going to say that you felt like a black woman, how it feels to be black for the first time by being in the UK, then honey boo boo, you better show it. Show it. And you haven't done that. You have just been lying and insinuating and making up stuff along the way. And when you do that, it hurts others. But you don't care, do you, Meghan? Because it's all about you. Just like you got your husband over there in the UK fighting the press for you. Because you're the superwoman. Okay. I used to have a subscriber. She comes every now and then, and I miss her. And it starts with an I believe it's like I-O. She comes every now and then, and I miss her. And when she posts something, it's really you know, I brought her up because she posted something once, and I hope I can say this, and please don't get mad at me. But she said, I loved your rant. And I was like, oh, I'm ranting. That's not good. And so this is like /rant, and I hope it's not too bad. Oh my God, it got hot in here. Give me a minute. Hot flash. That's what happens when you get old. Everybody do. Ooh. Hello, Vancouver. Hello, France. Hello, Australia. Hello, hello, United States. Hello, UK. I love when you guys tell me where you're from. I don't care how many times you say it. I think that should be your signature. When you get through posting something, just put where you're from. I love it. Okay, let me get back to my read. If Harry didn't want us to know anything about his private life, then why is he talking about his private life to us? I don't get it. He went on a whole campaign to talk about his private life. And now he's in court talking about he's upset because they talking about it. And not just any part, but something that happened decades ago. I wish the Daily Mirror had a subpoenaed Chelsea to be interviewed, to be on the stand, because he brings her up. She's a part of this case. And she would be my witness if I was the Mirror. And I would ask her, why did you guys break up? What happened? Was it the press? And what, broke it down? Was it us? No, if you're innocent, then you can do that. And if the mirror couldn't do that, then shame on them. But what I don't get is how you're going to bring up something that happened 10 years ago. I get that some have an NDA or reasons why you don't want to bring it up at that time. But Harry's situation is because he married a Jezebel that didn't want us to know about her real personal life. She didn't invite any family members to the wedding. She didn't invite any of her family members to the wedding so that people can mingle and get to know who she really is. So you still don't know who she is, even when Samantha comes on TV and starts talking about her. Because I want to read one of your comments. Like you said, you saw the same thing I said with Samantha pushing the blame back on Harry. You can give him some, but don't leave your sister out, Samantha, because this is her. He said it. Harry didn't say that he wanted us to leave him alone, did he? Harry said he wants us to leave his wife alone. Harry says that he doesn't want the press to continue to attack his wife. That's why he's doing it. So it goes back to the beginning. The whole reason why we're in court today is because of Meghan, the main donkey that ain't even there. She's not there. The main character in the movie. I'm fighting for you. This is for my wife. And I know why Harry said it. For some reason, I think that was a message for her. A message for her from him. I'm doing this because I don't want them to continue to attack my wife. Well, why, Harry? Because you up at night and she blaming you, that it's your fault that all this happened because you married her? How did everything become your fault and your responsibility to save this woman as soon as you married her? She became this issue. She's an issue for the UK people, your family, the United States now, the New York City car chase. Come on. And now she's got you in court. And she's not there to hold your hand. But she's the reason why you're there. I don't like this shirt. It's really making everything look bigger than what it is. Sorry, it just does. I don't like it. Probably won't wear it again. Yeah. Let me pause it. This is gonna be a deep dive, long one. He said he didn't want us to know about his private life. Then shut up. He didn't want the press to talk about his private life, but it's okay for him to talk about other people's private life. Oh, okay. So it's okay for you to talk about your brother and his wife and your father and your mother. Oh, okay. So rules don't apply to them. The rules and regulations, what I'm realizing is that Harry and Meghan want to be in a whole bracket all by themselves, where they don't confide to any of the regular things that we confide to, but they're in a special category. They can talk about themselves and they can talk about other people, but we can't have an opinion about it unless we on their side. Harry, make them shut up. They're talking about me. I don't want them talking about me. They're saying this and they're saying that. He's got 6 court cases and all of them are sitting around, centered around going after the media. And he has no evidence, nothing to back up his stories, but his feelings. So Harry wants us to stop telling the truth while him and Meghan continue to tell their stories and their lives. And they tell the story the way they want to tell it. They don't tell the truth. They bend the truth. They switch the story up to make it fit their narrative, to make it fit the way they want it to fit. Harry's in court talking about Chelsea and centered around how they ruined his life. He blames them for breaking them up. The disgustingness of it all. He blames his family for running Meghan out of the UK. They fed her to the wolves. Poor Harry. Poor Harry. Jesus. He in bad shape. This is what you call in bad shape. He's in bad shape. Receipts, receipts, receipts. Receipts. Listen, they're giving us receipts. Harry's giving us the receipts. He is telling me the story. He told me that he's fighting because of Meghan. He told me that he came over here to the United States for Meghan. He's telling me that he's getting ready to do her brand and get her all set up and pretty. He's doing all this for Meghan. He called his royal family racist for Meghan. And then he switched it to unconscious bias. Can you, I think I said, imagine Harry being your king? That wouldn't go down like that. He wants to stop the attacks on his wife. But what about him stopping his attacks on his family? Oh, like one of you said, yep. They came out a couple of days and said ago that we're done bashing and trashing the royal family and calling them racist and saying that they made me suicidal. We're done with that. We're done with the going after Catherine and William. I'll believe it when I see it. But what behooves my sister, I'm going to tell her to watch this video. She wants to watch my videos. I'm like, okay. You know, family is critical. And I'm just kind of scared of her critique. But she says this word, what behooves me. And I forgot what I was going to say. So I'll have to say it another time. But pretty much she wants to, they're going to stop the attacks on the royal family. I wish the Daily Mirror would have said, well, what about you going on the Oprah show talking about your family and talking about them? What's the difference? You know, they could have threw it out. You know how they, objection, Your Honor, objection. Let me tell you something. I always wanted to be a lawyer. I did. And I did want to be a lawyer. I was going to do the school for it. I thought about it all the way up until I was 40. And, but when I realized I had to defend people that was, you don't, like, there was sounds, when you go to law school, you have to defend, even if you believe that they're innocent. It's like if you're a prosecutor, you have to prosecute even when you know that they're not guilty. And I said, oh, hell no. But I'm sure it's not quite like that. But I decided a different profession, as you can see. I need to stop going off into things because I forget what I'm saying. No, you wanna stop this. She wants to. It's so much. First of all, they're gonna stop the attacks on the royal family, okay? And then now Harry, they're gonna stop their attacks, but they've been attacking, so it's okay for them. Oh, I don't remember what I was saying about the court. And they're done attacking the family, okay, but they were. They want us to stop. They want the media to stop attacking them. But they haven't stopped attacking. Because in this whole, I don't know what I was going to say. Let's go back to the courtroom. I would have said that you guys got on the Oprah show, Netflix, and Spare, and talked about your own private life. What makes it different from us printing what you guys say? Let's move on from that. I just think it's ironic that they can do it, but they don't want no one else to do it. Like, Meghan thinks it's okay for her to call Catherine Waity Katie and to explain that the N word was worse. No, it wasn't, Meghan. And second of all, who are you to judge that? That's... See? The hypocriteness of it all. We're done. We're done bashing and trashing and making money. We made our money, now we done. They done made all the money from the book and the Spare and all that. They had more. But I guess their new sponsor told them, cut it out. Otherwise, they would have kept going. The Queen didn't stop. The Queen wasn't able to stop Meghan from doing this. I don't know, but the Queen knew there was a book coming out and Netflix. She knew all that was coming out. And she was probably trying to tell Harry, listen, don't do it, son. You're going to ruin your life. Moving on. Description's finally ready. It took them 3 days. No, just kidding. It's really disturbing how they can do it and they can sit on the Oprah Winfrey show. It was televised. It was a primetime show. Millions watched it. And defame, attack, go after their own family and country and think it's okay, and then want to fight the press for talking about them. So what they want, and I probably already said this, I told you I'm going to be repeating myself. So what they want us to do is they want the press to shut up about bad stuff. They want us to believe everything that they're coming out of their mouths and feel sorry for them and praise them and all of that. And then that's how that's how they want it to be. And so they can tell their truth, but we can't have an opinion about it, even if we disagree. Shut up. Me. I don't care if Harry wins or loses this case. I don't. I really don't care. I don't think it's about winning or losing. I think this was something more personal for him to protect his wife, to show her that he was going to protect her and that he meant that he's serious about this. That's why he's getting on that plane and flying over there, because Harry could have dropped this. He could have stopped this. But no, he's trying to prove his love to her. Keep trying, Harry. You didn't prove to her when you married her. You didn't prove your love to Meghan when you left UK. Here's one. You didn't prove to her when you said on live television that your family was racist on the Oprah Winfrey show. You didn't prove it then? Or were you feeling it too? Was it, oh, okay, yeah, my family is racist, let's get on there. This is disgusting to me because Oprah knew. She knew that girl was not in any duress over there. The story doesn't even sound right. And let me tell you something. If they had a lot more, they would have said it in the Netflix and they would have said it in spare. They brought it all out. What they were supposed to do when they decided that they were done bashing the royal family is to get more crap. The New York City car chase, you can't tell me they wasn't building on this and saving the pictures for the Netflix for the baby, the pictures from the party. Because she had a party for Lilibet and Archie, for Archie during the coronation. She was saving that. And then the mountain thing was going to be in there too, and the kiss cam. She screwed that up. But they wasn't done. They didn't have anything else. I do believe that they just didn't have anything else, because if I'm going to continue to tell the story, I'm gonna make sure I put it all out there. I'm gonna make it believable. Oh, okay. So her being treated like racist. Here's to Teresa, Ernest, and Paula Richardson, and all her Sussex Squad defenders. I call foul, because you sucked it up and ate it up, and good and well that girl wasn't being treated the way she said she was being treated. You can't be treated and they didn't even directly, there wasn't even a direct racial hit for her. You know what I'm saying? Like hearing it or seeing it or experiencing it on a first-hand basis. And she had one thing that she dug up, and everyone debunked it. Chris Rock. Let's just say Chris Rock. But that wasn't unconscious bias. It was a bunch of BS. And the sad part about this whole story is it gets worse and worse and worse. This is the beginning of the end. I've said it. I said it. It's the beginning of the end. How is this going up? I'm getting receipts. I keep getting receipts. Every time a receipt keeps hitting over here, I'm gonna bring it to you. I don't care if Harry wins or loses this case, because it's a bunch of BS. If you were going to fight them, you would have fought them in the beginning. You wouldn't have waited till your Jezebel came along and called you a spare and told you that you needed to fight them because they needed to protect, you needed to protect her from the big bad wolves. If she needs that protection, Harry, look, you need an army. And how has she become so popular all of a sudden? I mean, yep. I get that they need security. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that she doesn't need protection from the press. We need protection from her. They're the ones that's causing all this chaos. They're the ringleaders behind their destruction. And when they got, first of all, when they left, that was the first boo-boo. Second boo-boo was when I didn't mean to say that. Was when they got on that Oprah show. I remember where I was standing. I was in the kitchen. Like, not in the kitchen, but like on the side by the bar. And I had the remote in my hand. I said, what? And she said, racist. I said, oh. This will never go away. Her popularity will always be like, let me know when it's turning. Oh. Sue said that they posted something on Archewell to talk about they're promoting something or doing something or something like that. Like I said, no one cares. No one's going to get behind what they're doing and support it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't give. I'm not giving to anything that they have. I'm not giving to their charity. No. I would take it directly to the place that it's going and say, here, this is not on behalf of Archewell. This is on behalf of the Reeds. Okay. I believe the judge should have asked this question. because he said that the reason why he's there was to stop the attacks on Meghan. People are not going to stop printing about her, the things that she does. It doesn't even fixing my lips to say it is just stupid. Hacking and all of that is wrong. Getting into my personal business and cutting into that is wrong. But me printing something about your wife because you don't like it, that's just stupid. Told you about Joe Biden and the rest of them. Trump always get beat up. They're not whining about it. They just move on and keep a stepping. No, Harry's trying to take something down for his wife because she needs protection. But before that, the judge should have asked. He should have asked, what has happened since you've been with this woman that makes you believe that you need to sue the press? Why do you need to sue the press now that you're with her? I'm paraphrasing. The judge should have asked that question, because if you want him to stop writing about her, that's just stupid. But you can't prove that any hacking or anything that they've done recently since you've been married to Meghan that has caused this court case. They didn't hack his phone during the time that they didn't hack it then because he has no proof. He has no proof, and he's not accusing them of doing anything other than writing stories about him and Meghan while they were married. Now, and all of that. But the judge should have asked the question. What are they doing to you and Meghan? Are they hacking you? Are they hacking you guys? Are they in your house? Did they bugged it? Are they doing the things that you and Meghan was doing? And Queen Elizabeth had to sweep the room for bugs? Queen Elizabeth had to have her team because she didn't trust Meghan. That is so interesting to me, because that's why she's so wise in all of her glory, Elizabeth. Because you cannot tell me she is not still teaching us things while she rests. Never explain, never complain. And the fact that she knew Meghan was this that person that would bug a room. But Harry, this is the kicker. Here's the kicker. Queen Elizabeth felt that they were up to something, taping things and doing things and planting. They were the ones that were planting and gathering information. Isn't that what they did? They gathered their information and they went on Oprah Winfrey and decided to tell us these lies, and then they embellished them like he embellished himself on the stand. So Queen Elizabeth had to get the place bugged free or check it out because she didn't trust Harry's Jezebel, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. She knew. Ooh. But here's the crazy part. The very thing that Harry is accusing these people of doing in court is the very things that they were doing. When she was on that walkabout, you could see a cassette tape. You could see a thing. You could see it right there in her pocket. She was ready for her to gather more information because they didn't have any more information for Netflix. Because if they had them, I'm sure they would have put it out by now. What are they waiting on? It don't take that long to gather stuff. She didn't have anything. So she felt like they were ruthless. She was ruthless. This is what you call ruthless. I don't give a dang about nobody but me. I'm going to snap that on. They were mourning. A time of mourning. Mourning the queen, her legacy, everything about her. And Meghan was there with her shenanigans. And now Harry's accusing the very thing that Queen Elizabeth saw them doing. It's so bad. They're going down by the head. It's the Titanic. They're going down by the head. Whew. Told you it was one of my favorite movies. I done watched that 20 times. I can say it. I can play the movie. Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm shutting it down, guys. I am so don't want to hear this again about her trying to be in office. First of all, she will never be the first anything or be a woman in presidency. That is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of. And the ambitions that she have is disgusting. Why would you want to be a princess before? When she was in the UK? Was she planning on trying to be the president while she was making this plan out? And so she comes over here with all this ambition. She's a book writer, she's a producer, she's an entrepreneur, she's a podcaster, she's an actress, she's an activist, she's an influencer. And now she's going to be president of the United States of America. The 2 hour catastrophic car chase woman. Oh, okay. She would lie all the time. She would blame everyone on her staff for doing it. She would bully everybody on her staff, number one. And then she would make our lives a pure hell. God, I feel like I'm yelling. Ooh, sorry. I got this from Lady C. Lady C was telling us about the presidency thing, and that's why I brought it up. I love Lady C. She looked beautiful, by the way. She had this little... How are you going to be president? No one likes you. You destroy your reputation with the United Kingdom. No one over there cares about you. So you just flip-de-doo over there. So how would you, we wouldn't mesh. How would she be president and trying to be, get things together and work together with him on an international level? No one likes you. Your popularity is shot. You a whiner. You a wannabe. She's a habitual liar. Because her and Harry, the way they explain things, they lie about it. And so since they put a spin on it. And so when they put a spin on whatever happened, it changes it changes the story from the truth to a lie. I believe that his family did have a conversation about, what what the baby looked like. I don't care. But the way she spun it, the way she put it in there to make it seem like it was racist is the nasty part to me. Is that you lied. You turned the story into a lie. Yes, Chelsea broke up with him, but he lied and blamed the Mirror for breaking them up because of something they said. So if I can say something about your relationship in the paper, it must have not been strong enough to hold on to if I can say something to influence your woman to break up with you. Oh, okay. What did they say? Harry was dumped by Chelsea. And that was like, oh my God, that's the horrible thing. That's just the worst. And he was being teased and all of that, whatever. You are a prince. They are going to write about you. And there's probably a lot more stuff that they didn't write about that we don't know, that the royal family kept hidden. And that's probably why your father is just done with you until you get it together. They don't trust you. You coming over there with tape recorders. I saw something in his ear earlier, like a little mic thing. Is someone telling him what to say? Anyway, moving on. Listen, I said this. The white people are not going to support Meghan for presidency, and the black people is not going to support Meghan for presidency. So who's left? I would vote for Trump. Just hypothetically, if Meghan and her popularity was a little better or something, I don't know, I would vote for Trump. That says a lot. I trust him more than I trust her. I do. All right, okay. Okay, I'm going to end with this. And I probably said this earlier. That's the school. My little daughter, a little bit, is going to school in August. And that's when mom is going to start focusing on going back to work. I'm excited to make some money and stuff like that. But I'm a little nervous about a little bit going to school. It's really freaking me out. Yeah. And it's coming. And I don't really, she's only 3 years old. Like, she'll be 3. Anyway, last thing I want to say is that with Harry, and here's my closing, is that I'm really disappointed in these two. And no matter how the story comes out, it's just not good. It's not good for them. And I don't ever, maybe one day the narrative will change. And it'll be like, oh, guess what? This happened and they're doing this and they're doing that. Good things. But it doesn't seem likely with these court cases, and Harry continue to blame and whine and fight for his wife, and it's all about her and how he doesn't have a life anymore. He didn't look great. He didn't. He looks, I'm going to post his picture, and he just looks like he's sad all the time, like he's down. There's nothing happy about going to court and testifying. And it's probably not really good, especially when your relationship with your wife is in the toilet and it's not going great because she's that person. Self-centered, selfish, all about me. It's never been about you. It's all been about my brand, getting over here to the United States, hanging out with the A-listers and doing what I want to do, building my brand, trashing your family, trashing your country. That's all she's been doing to Harry, is bringing him down. If his mental health is at stake, then why is she poking at it? Why is she not pushing her husband in directions that are more positive and great for him and great for both of them to be able to withstand this relationship? Because if you got all this chaos going on, how can you have this comfy life? There's no comfy. Everything is great in there when you're fighting with everyone. Last thing. I'm disappointed in Harry for saying that his family were plotting against him. Plotting and planting and leaking stories. Plotting. He said making up stories. Making up stories. Let me make sure I wrote that right. Planting stories. So they went over to your house and told the world that when they met Meghan for the first time, she was dressed like a hobo or something. She had jeans on and all this stuff. They were leaking. They didn't leak or say anything about you, Harry, and shame on you for lying on your family. Shame on you for calling them racist. Shame on you for protecting her and trying to make her out to be the damsel in distress, and your family to be the people that went after her and did all this, fed to the wolves and did all this mean stuff to her. Shame on you for taking your wife's side, knowing that she was lying all along. You have shown me a different side to him. I see a different side to Harry that I don't like, but he is going along with this. If not adding to the story with the spare book in this court case, bringing out stuff that means nothing. It just doesn't. If you wanted the relationship to work with Chelsea and it was all that going on, then why are we just hearing about it right now? Listen, guys, have a wonderful day. I know I went a little hard today. Forgive me. It was just how I felt, my thoughts, and I'm telling it how I see it. These are my thoughts and my feelings and everything else. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Kisses.